Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about battery maintenance, specifically troller battery maintenance. Come on in here. The number one thing that you can do for specific troller battery maintenance is to have a high quality digital onboard charger. Okay, this is a 330, which means that it makes 30 amps and there's 3 channels. So each channel gets 10 amps. Okay. Now, there's a couple different kinds of batteries that you can get for troller batteries. I went the cheap route on this, so you know, your standard auto parts store, Walmart, a wet cell battery. Okay, as you can see right here, we've got the cells open on our battery, and we're checking our water level. But the other type that you can go for is a fully sealed AGM battery. The difference between the two is how they're manufactured. An AGM is absorbed glass mat, meaning that in between the lead plates, there is glass mat in between it. Now, it's not a gel battery. That glass mat absorbs the water and holds the water and keeps it in between the platelets. You can still run those batteries down, you know, and boil the water out of them, but since they're sealed, it's you know, very likely that you're not going to. But if that seal ever becomes compromised, then you definitely can run the water out of them. And that's what's detrimental to batteries. Either you're running them too hard, they're getting hot, and they're boiling the water out, or you're overcharging them. Once they're overcharged, that water gets hot and will boil out the top. You will literally boil the water out of your batteries. Once the lead platelets get dry, then your battery life has completely dwindled. So that's why you never run a battery below 12 volts, but it's a 12 volt battery. Well, 12 volts is completely depleted, my friend. 13.5 to 14 volts is what you should be getting out of a charged 12 volt battery. And you're only going to run it down to about 12 volts before you quit. 12 volts is virtually dead when it comes to the battery world. So to do a little battery maintenance on a standard wet cell battery, come on in here. I've got the tops off. As you can see, most of them either will be single like this, or there'll be 3 cells and 1 single cap, and you can pop it off. Come down in here and look. Now this battery here, I have filled some of the water up. Back up a little bit, you're out of focus. So as you can see, I've got the water right to the bottom of the plastic collar. That plastic collar's got 4 little plastic slits in it that runs up and down, and those plastic slits allow the water to run back and forth. You do not want to fill the water completely up to the top. But on this battery over here, the water has dropped about 1/4 or so inch below the collar. Go ahead and back up. So what I'm going to do right now, my batteries are virtually, you know, fairly level, and this is why I'm checking the water level right now. But I want to use some either distilled water, bottled water will work just fine. You're probably only going to add water to your batteries a couple of times a year at the most. After a couple of different additions, you do need to, you know, check the acid levels in the batteries. I've personally never done that. Usually you get 2 years out of a set of batteries, and that's about it. But if you want to get more into it, there are acid tests that you can do to make sure that your battery has the right hydrofluoric acid or whatever in it. But every now and then, take the caps off your batteries and make sure the water is up to the plastic collar. Okay, that once again, that plastic collar is forked, and you want the water level to be right up to the bottom of it or up into it just slightly, but don't overfill it past the fork. Okay, once you're fully, you know, got everything installed, put your caps back in and make sure that they are firm, tight, and then give them a good charge. If you got a good digital charger like I've got here, once they're fully charged, the charger will kick off and it won't overcharge your batteries. Guys, I hope this helped you, and I hope this has extended your battery life just a little bit longer. Shoot straight, shoot often, and we'll see you next time right back here.